Hey, Captain Steve, where are you headed?
Guess where?
Where?
Well, it's a big place where all these boats are pulled out on a parking lot and all kinds of happy people there.
I don't know if I've ever been there.
Well, I'll take you there today, and you'll be very happy when you see all the dust and dirt and paint flying around in the air.
And you'll probably take me there tomorrow, too?
If you really want to go, I will be happy to take you there tomorrow. It might be even messier than today, but it's a very happy place for the boats.
Oh, day spa?
Kind of like a day spa for the boats, but for the humans that
Not so
put the
much.
boats there, not so much. But it's all about the boats anyway.
All right, pedal the metal.
Here we go.
Nancy starting the wax. How's it going?
It's going fabulous. Wax on, wax off. Hi-ya!
So what we're going to do is we're going to acetone this whole section here, and then we're going to paint it white.
Thanks, Captain Sparky.
Whiskers to move on either side, clear and free.
That's how
Ready
it's
to go.
supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Hello, everybody. Captain Steve here. Well, we're back at the yard. We're working on the top of the mainmast here. And one of the things that the Coast Guard noticed the other day when they were here, they write up what's called 835 items on an 835 Coast Guard form, kind of like a fix-it ticket. So we have a few 835 items to take care of. And one of them is concerning the very, very top of the main mast. So if you look here, on top of the main mast is a cap. It's a cap that was put on probably 27, 28 years ago when the mast was new. It's actually made of lead, a very thin lead sheet that's hammered in here to cap the top of the mast. Now, the reason that they put a lead sheet here over the top is because lead does not corrode. As you can see, it's very durable even after several decades. But it's also a little bit fragile. And it's got a couple little nicks in it here that the Coast Guard said, please cover those. Now, the reason that the lead cap is here in the first place, over the top of this mast and the foremast, is that this is end grain. And the end grain is where you do not want water to collect. Because what will happen is if water collects on the top of the mast here, on the end grain of the tree, then it will wick down the entire spar and could eventually cause soft spots there or rot. So this lead cap is in pretty good condition, but the Coast Guard did want me through their 835 item to replace this and repair this with some other very strong material. So I've chosen this two-part epoxy, and the two-part epoxy I'll just lay in here. It's about a 6-minute set. So I'm just going to lay it in here with a spatula over the top of the lead cap, and it should last for well over 2 decades again. This could have happened even when, maybe a seagull or something came up here and pecked away at it. We just don't know. But for some reason, there was a couple little perforations, and it's good that we're doing this because now we don't have any water intrusion into the top of this main mast. I'm just going to make sure it's on there nice and solid with our epoxy and move on to the next 835 items. Fortunately, we don't have too many, and fortunately, the ones we do have are quite small.
Pretty. Good job. Accomplished.
This is something that Allie and I just sat down last night and came up with regarding our new Captain James here and his birthday celebration. Okay, ready?
Birthday celebration at the yard.
At the yard, of course. It's a toast to James. All right. Today we celebrate a man who feels like he stepped straight out of another era, when sailors told stories by lantern light and sea shanties rose with the tide. James, you came aboard single, with salt in your veins and wind in your lungs. And somewhere between dock lines and deck scrubs, you built a life as steady and as a well-set anchor. You've been here the longest, which means you've seen the squalls, the calm mornings, the last-minute scrambles, and the kind of days that make legends. You are theatrical without even trying, jolly without effort, positive when others wobble. You are the steady voice in an emergency, the calm hands on a line, the smile that makes guests feel like they've just met an old friend. You love all things nautical, not just the boats, but the lore, the language, and the music. You don't just work on a tall ship, you belong to it. You write our shanties. You carry the spirit of sailing forward. You make history feel alive. And now, Captain James, license earned, title deserved, proof that dedication, heart, and hard work always find their tide. From single sailor to husband, from deckhand to captain, from crew to cornerstone. We are better because you are here, stronger because you stay steady, and louder because you sing. So here's to fair winds, well-trimmed sails, a happy home, a spoiled cat, and many more birthdays celebrated on the deck of Gaslight. To James, Captain, our lead crew, a storyteller, steady hand, and friend. Cheers. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And many, many more.
Awesome.
Woohoo! All right.
Come back to my paint shop. Allie gave me the worst job ever. It had to do with wax, and it was terrible. It was wax on, wax off, and the wax just came off. It wouldn't stick. I wanted to turn my wax into wine. I was very frustrated, so I'm very happy to be back in my paint shop. Yay!
I can't.
I want it right now. I want this bowsprit painted a white goose. I want it now. I want it right now. I want it painted and greased, all abasted, like a Christmas goose, white satin lace. I want it right now. I want it right now.
Steve, the sun's already set. What are you doing?
You know, I think Gaslight's growing in size. How is that possible?
Just a little longer to go.
25 feet longer than this morning. I guess if you want a bigger boat, all you have to do is just start painting it from one end to the other. And then it just grows spontaneously.
Size matters.
Yeah. Especially